All right, everybody, not going to go for too long tonight. I'm just going to kind of delve in a little bit more with this 7M TikTok cult, okay? And one thing I was going to point out here that if somebody's offering you something like that, make sure you get some kind of signature for it, okay? Very important in this. Now, second of all, this TikTok dancing cult, okay? The fact that it was rated along with the FBI. Hey, Uncle Jake, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. How you doing tonight? I kind of want to focus on this. Not only were they rated by the FBI, they were rated by the Postal Service. Okay, that's kind of a turning point, I think, because not only are the FBI just rating people, they're showing up with Postal Service, IRS agents, tax agents, all types of shit now, because people are committing fraud through the mail. Now, this so-called dancing TikTok cult, right? Whatever they were doing it through the mail, and it caused concern for the postal inspector to do the raid with the FBI. So like, hey, you know what? They're doing some shady shit. We better go ahead and go along with them. So the Postal Service is going to go along with them, find anything that has been sent through the mail, anybody who has filed, say, fraudulent COVID claims, because that's what it looks like this place is going to be hit up with, is these people were taking money from the government that wasn't theirs. Hit that like too. Let me know you're here. So anybody that's just tuning in, my name's Rich. This is our community, and we are going to talk about the 7M cult for a little bit tonight and the importance of them being rated by the Postal Service, because that, again, it's going to set precedents, man. Look at David Taylor, Catherine Crick. Guess what? Anybody who took bullshit ass COVID funds through the pandemic and did it through the mail, guess what? Your ass is pretty much grass. If you took anything over, like, I don't know what they're going after, but if you took money from COVID funds, yeah, it's not a joke, man. Mail fraud? No, it ain't a joke, dude. No, it's not, dude. They got raided. They got raided, Eric. Again, the Postal Service showed up with them, man. The Postal Service. When I read that, I was like, holy shit, like, that's insane, dude. It's like, unless you're a troll, they can hit the thumbs down. Yeah, hit the thumbs down if you're a troll. And it's brilliant. Brilliant. Sex trafficking, money laundering, and other accusations. Usually when there's these types of things going on, money laundering and sex trafficking, there's usually going to be drugs, guns, violence. So this isn't, I don't think the indictment's been opened up just yet, but there is going to be indictments handed down. If there's anybody that's been abused by this cult, just go forward. Go to the FBI. Go straight to the feds. Go straight to the FBI, everybody. Don't go to your local police. Don't go to your fucking sheriff. Don't go to your fucking local highwayman. No, tell you what, if you're in Los Angeles, okay, because that's where it's at. If you're a victim of this cult, you go straight to the local FBI office. You walk right in that motherfucker and you give them your story. You sign a sworn affidavit. Yes, this is my story. They're gonna swear you in. That's that. Bam, done, over with. You are now a federal witness. Nobody can fuck with you at that point. If anybody ever tried to fuck with you after you signed a federal affidavit, hey, what's up, Orrin? It would be federal witness tampering, and then they just start tacking on charges. Oh, you're tampering with a federal witness now? Okay, well, guess what? We're gonna start just tacking on charges. So again, if you have been victimized by this place, please just go to the FBI. Don't go to your local police, because they're not going to do shit, I promise you. Go to the FBI. So take a peek. It's called the Shekinah Church. I need to look into it and see what about the tax exempt status. And it's a talent agency also. So not only is it a church, but he's running his talent agency behind a church. So he's getting a tax exemption on his talent agency / church, okay? Not a church. This is a fucking sex cult. Oh, this is a big one, Father F. Yeah, this one's crazy. This is a fucking TikTok cult, dude. This is a TikTok, they're calling it a TikTok dance cult, man. And this dude fucking sucked these people in, man. Shin is the name. That's his name. He's an abusive cult leader. First thing you did, isolate them from their families, right? You break down that family unit, man. You get them away from that thinking ability of the rest of their family, the people who care about them. You isolate them. You get them the fuck away. And that's exactly what he did. David does that. Any cult leader, that is the first thing they do. isolate you from your family, friends, loved ones, people who taught you how to think. Okay? What make you who you are. So they want you as far away from those people as possible. And he would basically say, if you don't believe in what I believe in, you're going to die. Okay? If you don't believe me, then that's it. So the search was related to allegations of sex trafficking, money laundering, tax evasion, and COVID-19 pandemic era related fraud. Postal Inspector Patricia Mendoza said in a prepared statement that officials will provide more details as the investigation progresses. Oh, man. So it's the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. This is big, man. Like, man, when you get the U.S. Postal Inspection Service involved with an FBI raid, man, you're really fucking stepping up the charges. Like, you're really playing with the big boys at that point, man. Kagi OG, man, how you doing? Hey, Chris, so check this out, bro. There's this cult out in California. It was a TikTok dance cult. The fucking postal inspector showed up with the FBI, bro. When they raided the place. I'm reading it right here. It says Postal Inspector Patricia Mendoza said in a prepared statement that officials will provide more details as the investigation progresses. Yeah. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service is working closely with our state, local, and federal law enforcement partners on this ongoing investigation. It's an active case, and we're continuing to gather and view information. Now, I keep saying Netflix documentary on Catherine David. Yep. Hey, Steve Showtime, how you doing, man? We're talking about the 7M cult that was raided by the FBI. But what I also find really cool, again, the postal inspector showed up. It's like, hey, you got the FBI, DEA, ATF, and you know what? The postal inspector also showed up. They want their pound of flesh too. And they've lived in this gated community for quite some time. And this guy is basically, it's like a talent acquisition for TikTok. People on TikTok who want to be famous. Yeah, Ginger Squad. Yep. So, usually when you're in, and again, the COVID-19, there was a lot of fraud that went on during the pandemic. I know 7M plus times 5F equals 666. Yeah. So agents from the U.S. Postal Service, IRS, and U.S. Department of Labor, and also the FBI. So the FBI were the guys that were going there. It is, Chris. Now here, Chris, bro. You know who we are, bro. Like, you know what fucking they told me about David? To get a documentary up on Netflix about him, and there would be guaranteed results for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why they need a Netflix documentary to get results. Dead ass serious, Chris. That's a comment I had with fucking they saying, hey, that was, remember when I got the death threats from David, Chris? Well, I sent that up to the FBI. Well, they gave me a call back. Those guys gave me a call back. They're like, okay, this is what's going on. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but do this. I was like, they didn't tell me what to do, but they're like, well, this is what's happening with this cult right now, and this is why it's happening. I was like, tracking? Okay. So, Netflix documentary for Catherine, big time. David too. If there's a Netflix documentary put up about these shitheads, apparently the FBI does their job. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently the FBI gets involved once you put a Netflix documentary up about these shitheads. And yeah, Chris, there was just a documentary last year about it. The 7M. Yeah. So the Postal Service, IRS, and the Department of Labor showed up. So we're looking at forced labor, tax fraud, tax evasion, sex trafficking. And you know what? I also did some mail fraud there too, because you know what? The postal inspector showed up. Whatever it was for the postal inspector to show up, it's going to be... They're fucked, dude. These people are fucked. And when you look at the people, Chris, it's like, dude, it's the people you would see at like those Chinese fucking foot massage parlors, bro. Like, it would be like the dudes you'd see running those. Like these Asian cats, bro. Like fucking running the joint, bro. Seriously. Hey, appreciate you, Rocco. We're talking about the 7M cult. and how they got busted, who showed up, when they showed up. They showed up this last Friday, 6 a.m. in the morning, flashbangers, pulling doors, gates, all full-blown FBI raid. And the reason the feds do that is to catch everybody off guard. We all know that. You never know when they're going to hit. They might hit you at 1, 2, 6, 4. You never know. They hit you at all kinds of crazy hours. So they did get raided, and there's images and stuff. It was on the 7700 block of McGroarty Street in Tujunga. It's linked to multiple owners. Now, here's the thing that we've learned in all this. When you have a house that's linked to multiple owners, it's usually linked to something bigger. Like David, right? Linked to multiple owners. What we found out about David? Well, he was turning tricks out of a hotel in Houston. Well, same thing sounds like here. These people were either turning tricks, running sex trafficking, human trafficking. Same here. The same idea as OZGs. Ounces and grams, Chris. He's all, that's the only math I really understand. Okay, is ounces and grams. Okay, talk me in that math and we'll get along just fine. So these guys are in jail, as far as I know. I don't know how long the feds have been investigating these guys, but they have been investigating them for some time, it looks like. And his name is Robert. That's his name is Robert Shin. He's this fucking Asian cat. He really fucked up, man. This guy really fucked up. And David, pay close attention. David Taylor, Kaplan Creek, because this is how it could possibly go down with you. Just like this, okay? Damn, he's 87 years old, this guy? Nah, Shin's got to be dead. So he found it in 94. It was... I'm just getting stuff from the tabloids because that's what's being posted right now. Okay, so they're using the house as a worship place. Multiple companies, maybe worth $15 million. Okay, so they got money. Yeah, they do. They have to disconnect from their families. Yes, exactly. So he's got a talent agency, but it's a fucking cult, dude. He's luring in these TikTok dancers. Hey, come sign with my agency, but it's really a fucking cult, man. Hey, TikTokers out there, if you're looking to get famous, all right, put in the work. Okay, if some shithead is coming to you saying, hey, I can promise you this, 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 and this, get it in fucking writing and have a lawyer look over it, okay? Save yourself the problem. Invest a little bit in your career, right? Get a fucking lawyer, have them drop some proper contracts, and then maybe go on and join something like this, but not until you get fucking signatures. Yeah. Sexual assault, surrender their time and money, that's all fucking cults. Because apparently they're going to save 1 billion souls. They don't want to save everybody, they just want to save 1 billion, okay? So the warrants say sex trafficking, money laundering, mail fraud, tax evasion, COVID-19 related fraud. Now, if these guys are fucking on visas of any kind, they're fucked. Previously denied claims to China Church that are affiliated. Oh, so he's Canadian born. Okay, so Shin's Canadian born. Okay, so we got people who've defected. All right. Okay, so in 2022, the lawsuit alleges exploitation and labor law violations by the church. I guarantee you there's labor law violations, which is exactly why the labor department showed up. These guys saying that they don't fucking violate labor laws. Yeah, right. It's all forced labor. It's all a labor machine. So in 2008, a woman named Lydia Chung sued Shin, alleging he forced her to turn over $3.8 million in assets through undue influence, mind control, coercive persuasion, oppression, and other intimidating tactics. Now, that's human trafficking. Coercive, mind control, oppression, and intimidating tactics. That's force, fraud, or coercion. That's fucking human trafficking right there. Made her work 6 days a week, never paid her. Judge ruled against her. 2011, Jung Lee, a former Shekinah member, sued Shin for alleging forcing her to work a full-time for only $30 a week stipend. Sounds like Scientology much, everybody? She won that case and was ordered to pay her compensation she should have received. Okay. And people are referring to it as a cult. Yeah. Sorry, when you're forced to give up stuff like that in your life for somebody and for a cult, for an organization like that, it's a cult. Don't give up your fucking dignity like that. Nobody should be forced or coerced to give in to something they don't want to. And the fact, I want to point this out, that the internet, if you just open your mind and do the research a little bit, use your brain like God wants you to, you'll figure out that some of these shitheads you see online, I mean, I'm not an apostle. I don't ever want to fucking be one. I'm just a YouTuber. That's it. If somebody on the other end of social media is offering you something that's too good to be true, 99 out of 100 times it's too good to be true. If it is too good to be true, like I said, get it in writing. That's it. That's all you got to do. Get it in writing. We wouldn't be having these talks about these cults and people getting sucked into fucking organizations like this through TikTok. Like, seriously, what's the allure with TikTok? Like, really, fucking 10, 12-second videos? Like, people fucking have lost their sense of having a decent conversation, a stimulating conversation, that they gotta watch fucking 10-second videos all goddamn day. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking burn my day and just fucking watch 10-second videos all fucking day. I did, Chris. I did make it to today, man. Yep. We're talking about the 7M cult. And again, focusing on the fact that the fucking Postal Service showed up with the FBI. It's like, hey, you know what? Fuck the FBI. Anybody ever got the Postal Service involved with the warrant? They're trying to step it up, like get a different kind of wanted level. They're like, hey, we got our 5-star, but you know what? The Postal Service, that gets you the 6-star. David, no. David, no. Dude, I think David's dead, bro. Either dead or on a ventilator. One of the two, Chris. My homie told me today, he's all, dude, I didn't get a birthday card. I didn't get any of the cloths or anything. And he's like, dude, I usually get those every year for my fucking birthday. And he's like, I didn't get one this year. I for real think David's either sick or dead, man. Ventilator, the last video we saw of him, Chris, was Joseph and his son in that fucking hospital in Clearwater where Hulk Hogan died. That's a heart hospital, dude. That's where Hulk Hogan went when he died, dude. He had a heart attack. He went to fucking that hospital, bro. They are saying that they're gonna do like the Amway, but it's like a virtual Amway. It's no longer the whole Amway arena. Dude. And the fact that they're even still pushing that off is just insane, man. Damn. There's not really much with David, man. There's not. If he shows up for this fucking Amway arena, I'll be surprised. I watched the raid video. Which one, Jessica? With the 7M cult? Telling you, man, those guys are into some shady fucking shit, dude. That's what they got there. What they got there with the 7M cult, it's something bigger, dude. It's something way bigger than what we've seen on the fucking surface, Jessica. I guarantee that, man. I guarantee whatever we see on the surface right now, it's a human trafficking ring. It's a human trafficking ring. Yeah. Dude, they fucking flashbangers and all, man. They fucking... Because they knew what was going on, Jessica. When you're doing sex trafficking and human fucking moving humans, man, you're usually going to have guns involved. There's usually going to be people with arms. So they don't fuck around, man. They'll rip the fucking gate off. Yeah, there is. Jessica, I remember when this one first hit the fucking market. I was like, oh shit. I was paying attention to it on the back burner. Matt told me about it. He's like, have you heard about this one? I was like, I know exactly which one that is. Yep. And it's all this fucking Shekinah church or whatever the fuck it is. And Shekinah, I think, means like glory or something, right? But there's going to be a slew. I know for a fact there is. I know for a fact there's parents who have been looking for their children that have been sucked into this cult. Where they're at, I don't know. There have been women that have already come forward, said, yes, it is a cult. Hey, Vader's pit boss, what up, man? How you doing, brother? We're talking about 7M right now. The M7, yeah, 7M, M7. Sounds like a fucking James Bond like special name, right? I'm 7M. So that's what we're kind of on about here for a few. We're not going to go crazy much longer, man. But I just want to kind of to point it out, the significance of the fucking postal service showing up. Yeah, and the missing people, you know, most of them could have got caught up in fucking drugs, homeless on the street, walking a fucking dark alley somewhere, out of their fucking mind, right? We don't know that, but possibility. But again, this raid was really significant. Well, Jessica, I think it's COVID-19 funds. Yeah, they're committing mail fraud. Absolutely. No, for sure. Drugs, maybe. Maybe they've. And here's the thing: when the federal government gets on your fucking trail, guess what? They'll give you the fucking leash, man. They'll fucking give you the rope. You're like, yeah, let him fucking hang himself more. Just let him do it. Let him fucking do it. Let him build their own case against themselves. That's how the feds work, man. They'll sit back. They'll be like, all right, we'll let them. Just sit back. Post office, yeah, go ahead and let them keep doing their shit, man. Yeah, there's always drugs and human trafficking. Always, man. Got to keep the girls drugged, man. Got to keep the girls drugged so they could stay in service. That's fact, man. Got to keep the girls drugged. And are the drugs being given forcefully without consent? You know, those are the types of things we need to think about with these organizations, because I guarantee this fucking Shin guy is a fucking creep. Guaranteed he's a fucking creep. Where the fuck he's at, I don't know. I hope they got him. But if it says that he doesn't say whether or not he was in that arrest or not, so I hope he is. I really hope they got him, because he's the ringleader of it, man. I don't know if they got him. Six people. Yeah, it doesn't say whether or not they got him. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't think that. Pretty sure that dude stayed pretty clear of that fucking spot. He probably wouldn't want to be anywhere near that place, man. Yeah, he's exploiting people. Okay, so the trial's going to start October 27th. So July, August, so we got 3 months for the trial starts. See, now here's the thing. This is where it gets real complicated with these trials, right? With these cases. Well, did you want to be there? Hey, Chief Chucky. Did you want to be there, right? That's what the judge asked. Well, did you want to be there? Well, yeah, but I didn't go there under those pretenses. I was promised this, 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 and this. And that's where these charges could very get kicked up real quick to federal. I mean, it's already going to be federal anyways because the feds are involved. I mean, the post office. His company replied through an Instagram post calling the docuseries slanderous work of a fiction born. And here's the thing. Shin won't ever come forward in public and talk about this because he's too fucking scared. He's going to hightail it out of the country, be like, I'm fucking out of here later. I'm getting out of the fucking country. I'm going to Canada. I'm going to go fucking where nobody can fuck with me. I'm out of here. Be smart if you did. They're going to pursue all legal remedies to stop the spread of salacious lies and expect to be fully vindicated in court. I'm sure you do. So Shin filed a defamation lawsuit against several former church members claiming they made false statements referring to his organization as a cult and that they launched a campaign to cancel him. These defendants then joined a cross complaint with other Former church members claiming Shin, his wife, and others of fraud, forced labor, and human trafficking, as well as Robert of sexual battery. I believe it. I believe it. Again, TikTokers, influencers out there, if you're trying to get rich quick on social media, let me tell you something, it doesn't happen. If you're looking for a get rich quick scheme on YouTube, TikTok, what the fuck ever, it isn't going to happen, all right? I promise. And if you're looking to go to some kind of fucking dance school where they're promising you something, get it in writing. Don't get isolated from your friends and family. And definitely don't give up your fucking dignity and your money to shitheads like this, okay? That's it. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there. We will be doing more on the 7M call. I'll be doing some research on it. But for tonight, that was it, man. The Postal Service, you guys, showed up on the fucking federal raid with these guys. What's that tell you? This is going to set precedents. This is one small cult, man. This is a small cult. This is nothing. The feds are fucking just... you know what the feds are doing right now? They're getting their fucking feet wet with these assholes. This is a cult. This is a religious cult with a religious exemption. The feds are getting their feet wet. Like, okay, how do we do this without trampling on the religious rights of people? Yeah? Start practicing. You start from the bottom, work your way up. They'll get Catherine eventually. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off and get my ass ready for work. You guys have a good night. We will be doing more on the 7M cult. We will be doing more on Catherine Crick. Yeah, we'll do more.